Hello, my name is Justin Upham, and I work for the University of Wisconsin Extension as a state specialist for environmental education. I'm also the director of Upham Woods Outdoor Learning Center in the Wisconsin Dells. Today I'm here to introduce our Value of a Tree kit and lesson. This was originally published by our team in 2014 in ScienceScope, and when it was published there, it was intended for a national audience. What we've done here is place this kit into a lending program where you can check it out, and we'll mail you the tools you need to execute this project.
There are three parts to the increment borer: the handle, the extractor, and the bit. When assembling the borer, you want to make sure you put the bit through the correct side of the handle, with the clip being able to attach to the rectangular end of the bit. When taking a sample, you want to be about 4.5 feet up from the ground. Then, place the drill end of the bit on the center of the tree. You might want to first try in a fissure of the bark. Once you have a good starting place, begin turning the handle clockwise, making sure to put your weight into it, applying firm and even pressure as you turn the handle. If you want, using the extractor is a good way of measuring how far you have drilled into the tree, using the handle as an initial reference. Once you are about halfway through the tree, insert the extractor concave side down into the open end of the bit. Push the extractor all the way into the bit, then make 1/2 turn counterclockwise. This is to break the core that you drilled free from the rest of the trunk. Be careful at this point, because if you turn the handle too far, you risk damaging the extractor. After turning, carefully remove the extractor from the bit, keeping a slight upward angle in order to grab onto the tree core. Keep at least one hand underneath it as you pull out to catch any sample material that might fall from the extractor. Depending on the type of tree you are boring into, this step might require some extra pulling force. If you leave the bit in the tree for too long, the tree sap can harden around it, making it very difficult or nearly impossible to remove. And so, be sure to remove it right after you retrieve your sample. Simply do so by turning the handle in the opposite direction that you drilled into the tree until the bit leaves the bark. To reassemble the increment borer for proper storage, slide the bit back inside the handle with the drill end going in first. Then, insert the extractor into the bit and screw the end of the extractor into the handle. Lastly, if you do not plan on keeping your sample for future reference, it would be best to place it back into the hole you made in the tree to help the tree's healing process. Can you think of any other reasons why it is important to know the age of a tree?
This project was funded through 2 grants, one from the Wisconsin Environmental Education Board and one from the USDA in the form of Northwest Advanced Renewables Alliance, the NARA grant. The materials you see here were developed by team members, teachers, student feedback, and staff at Upham Woods Outdoor Learning Center. You can learn more about this material and our other lending kit projects, as well as grab-and-go lesson plans on our environmental education website. Thanks a lot.